Hola mis conejitos, ¿cómo estás, mi amor Alicia? Hello my bunnies, how are you? My name is Allison, and today we're playing Nancy Drew, Secret of the Old Clock. Alright, so I believe what happened in the previous video was that, yikes, we learned a lot. We got to do pie sorting, we explored that tunnel and found out of a secret handle of a secret tunnel that leads to one of the walls in Linda's room. I think her name is Linda. I've already forgotten. Emily, not Linda. Emily. Oh my gosh, so many Nancy Drew games. So hard to keep everything straight. Okay, so I think. Oh wait, no, I remember now. Because we're supposed to be doing, because we have this, don't we? We need to do sewing. What just happened? Did I just breach my... Thank you. For a second I thought I crashed my game again. We did not want that happening. Okay, Emily is not here.
I bet a needle goes here.
Oh, duh. We had to get the needle, of course. There we go. And now we put this here. Oh boy. And now what we do is we make sure that the thread, the needle, goes along with the dotted line. Not dotted, sorry. Dash lines. So let's see if I can do this with people watching me. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Shoot. Can I undo that? Yeah. Okay.
Would I wear this? No. I made too many mistakes. I'd better do it over.
And here's the thing, if you veer off too far or if you veer off too far or even just don't follow the line, you're screwed. Or even make too many mistakes. Jeez. I'm making too many mistakes.
Better start over. I made too many mistakes. Yeah. I'd better do it over.
I could not do this under pressure. Oh my gosh.
There. Not bad, Miss Drew. Not bad at all.
I suck at sewing, which is weird because in reality, I'm actually pretty good at it. That is, if I know what I'm doing. Okay. Before we leave, I think after making some observations, Nancy should say something. So we're gonna go back to that secret attic. And I'll turn the volume down on this part because it's pretty loud. So scientific. He was thinking of the future. Oh, we have the blank, don't we? Oh, we don't know any of the... Okay, never mind. We can't touch that. Okay, well, we know that he is obsessed with Midsummer Night's Dream. So, let's go to Richard and see if Nancy has anything to ask him about.
Hello, Miss Drew.
Hi, Mr. Topham.
Now what?
It was nice
Yeah, we
talking to
can't
you.
ask about it.
The feeling is almost mutual.
Almost mutual. I know I keep saying it, but I hate the jerk. I hate the guy. Which is weirdly weird, because hate is such a strong word. I shouldn't say I hate him. I super dislike him. There's a word for more than one super, right? Annoying. Jerk. Yeah, it's basically hate. Alright, so we are going to the banker to give him the dress and get access. Whoops, I just went over a pothole. And to get access to that safe deposit box.
How's the dress coming?
All done.
This is beautiful, thank you. Now let's see if that key you found opens up Josiah's safe deposit box.
Does it? Does it? Does it?
That was Josiah's key, all right. But
That is
that's
not his will.
Josiah's will.
It looks like some kind of journal. Would it be okay if I kept this?
If it was money or jewelry or something like that, I'd turn it over to Topham. But a journal? Finders keepers as far as I'm concerned.
Yes!
I'll be at my desk if you need me.
Thank you.
It's locked. Naturally.
Naturally, you're gonna say that for your first case? Okay. So this kind of looks familiar. There's all these letters. There's this little symbol on the in the four corners, and then there's this symbol right here. I kind of looks like it's exactly like. Okay, which means we need to listen to that record.
Anything else I can do for you?
I guess I'll be going.
Goodbye now.
Bye. Ace in the hole. Jim Archer is her ace in the hole. Which video was it? It was... Oh, I don't know. One of the gaming videos that I did this past few days, I realized I made a bunch of song references. Oh man. Wait, where am I going? That's right, because I need to go in Emily's room. Doing 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 da 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 doing da ding da 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 ding da ding. She's still not here. Guess I need to do something in the game for her to reappear.
I'll never forget the night it all began. That dark, stormy, fateful night when I decided the time had come to rid the world of the creature. But it would take money to do that, and to get money, I needed to confront my arch enemy, Nick, who had recently become able to transform himself fittingly into a giant warthog. When his forest hideaway came into view, I dismounted and approached the door on foot so I could take him by surprise. My fear that he would hear me proved groundless, for a terrible storm began to rage, washing away the sound of my footsteps. I peered through the rain-streaked window beside his front door and could see him sitting in front of the fire. He had returned to human form, but the malicious smile on his face suggested that he was recalling his recent porcine exploits. Seeing that the door was unlocked, I hurled it open. and marched across the room toward him. "Step away from that bottle of warthog potion," I commanded, "and give me the 20 gold coins you stole from my poor servant." "I'm not going to give you a thing, save, perhaps, a taste of my sword." And with that, he drew his sword. In an instant, I had drawn mine, and so commenced the fiercest sword fight the world had ever known. The storm raging outside paled in comparison to our battle. To my surprise, Nick's experiences as a lower life form seemed to have improved his skill as a swordsman. I feinted, I parried,
Of course it would.
yet victory eluded me. And soon I began to feel my strength ebbing from me. I was tiring rapidly. Summoning every ounce of what little energy remained in my body, I lunged at him one last desperate time. Ouch! Why, you've wounded me. I had managed to wound him on his right arm, just above the elbow. Curse you! His words, punctuated as they were by an untimely clap of thunder, sent a shiver down my spine. "Save your breath," I intoned, "and give me those gold coins." "Here, take your precious coins." He tossed the bag of coins onto a chair, but as I reached for them, he reached for his bottle of potion, and in a matter of seconds, my night had gone from bad to horrible.
Man, that is such a good story. Alright, now if you weren't paying attention, there were some sound effects that we heard. And if you wrote them down, good plus. That's good. A plus for you. If not, shame on you, you didn't listen. Those sound effects were clues. Because as you can see, there's footsteps. What is that? Chicken? Thunderstorm, swords, teapot, horses, anvil, coins, door, ghost, rain, cat? Meow! Okay, so what we heard was hoofbeats. Horses. So it's going to be G. And we heard thunder twice. O, O. And then rain, D. And then we heard a door. That is F. Footsteps, E. And there was the clash of swords twice. That's going to be L, L. And then there was the thunder one more time. That's the O. And then lastly, coins. And that is W. So it seems to say that the answer is Goodfellow. And since we spelled out Goodfellow, that must be the password to this journal right here. So G, O, O, D, F, E, L, L, O, W.
Flute, 7.025 megahertz. Puck! That's who Josiah played in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yepers. So, in case you haven't noticed, these notes that he put in his journal, we actually need to write down ourselves. So, flute was at 7.025 megahertz. 5929 gave his cue and told him what he was supposed to say in reply. He thought it was a joke, but that's okay, I can trust him.
Pyramus, 7.057 megahertz.
7.057 51029 the day after. He was in a foul mood, but I told him his cue and gave him his reply. I told him to write it down. and he did because could hear his pen scratching on the paper. Okay.
Thisbe, 7.050 megahertz. It looks like some kind of record of the people Josiah talked to on his ham radio.
Alright, so she said it was Thisbe. Seven 5:13. That's 3 days later. I gave her her line, then had her say it over and over till she knew it by heart. She knows the cue line too. Don't have to worry about her. Nice. Wait, Thisbe is a girl. Okay, and stepping. I should have taken the record, but I didn't. But stepping away automatically takes your record with you, and the record that Emily had automatically back on the player. Sorry, not record player. Turntable. That's what it's called. I mean, there are proper terms for it. Okay, so here there are two ways of doing this. We could go ahead and get on the ham radio and contact them, or we could go back in that secret tunnel, get into Topham's house, and look at that book that we noticed of A Midsummer Night's Dream. That way we can plan ahead. You know what, I think I'm going to do that instead, just because it'll save us a little bit of time. So we go this way. And I apologize for the fast clicking, but we are really close to the end. I want to get this all done in one recording session. So cool. Okay. So we go ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba da ba ba da ba ba bum. We turn around, turn it off, because otherwise Nancy's gonna do it automatically.
I don't hear anybody. Now would be a good time for me to sneak inside and have a quick look around.
But because that cat is meowing, we gotta give that toy to her.
Yuri, be quiet. You're disturbing us.
Ooh. He's
Clear your mind of
He's
all
with a pupil.
thoughts. Think about nothing save that spoon.
Mr. Topham,
Yes, Mrs. Deckman?
is it okay if I blink?
Yes, it's okay if you blink. Just keep focusing. Your eyes, your thoughts, focus.
Should I concentrate on the top edge or the bottom edge?
Either one, Mrs. Deckman. Just concentrate.
Mr. Topham,
Yes, Mrs. Deckman?
is it okay if I blink?
Yes, it's okay if you blink. Just keep focusing. Your eyes.
Phew. Meet with Jay Archer at 9:30 a.m. about money. That's today.
Should I concentrate on the top edge or the bottom edge?
Either one, Mrs. Deckman. Just concentrate. You're trying
Josiah
to
must have circled these quotes, but why?
Well, because they're circled and they actually have this particular name is with it, I'm gonna go ahead and write down which one it goes to. So Pyramus, thou speakest aright. I am that merry wonder of the night. I'm a better actress than Nancy.
Something tells me I better write down all the stuff that's circled here in my journal.
The doy. Shall we there fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be! Thisbe, if we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And I love acting.
Mr. Topham,
Yes, Mrs. Deckman?
am I trying to push it or pull it?
Push it. You're trying to push it, all right?
I'd rather try to pull it.
All right,
I feel so sorry for him.
I'm good at pulling.
then. Mrs. Newman is talking and nothing else.
And we're automatically down to the floor. Okay, that makes sense. Stop it, rats. You're
Guess
scaring
I better
Nancy.
not leave the lights on.
Wait, no, Nancy's not even scared of a mouse. Wait, no, that's not true. She is scared of a mouse.
A rat!
And there, that pause, that was so I can, oh my gosh, show you proof of that. Okay, so, we are back to this place. By the way, guys, if you do end up hearing me sniffing, it's because I have sinus problems. Always happened since I was little. I have yearly allergies that happen year-round. Can't stop it. Dun 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 dun. How can Richard not hear this? Alright, well... Which one should we talk to first? Flutes, Pyramus, or Thisbe? Let's talk to Pyramus first. So we're going to flip this to 7. And flip this to 5.
Pyramus, can you hear me? Hello?
This is Pyramus. Who are you?
Gosh
My
dang it, I
name's
thought it was the
Nancy
other one.
Drew. Does somebody named Puck usually call you on this frequency?
Somebody named Puck used to. Apparently he found something better to do. Haven't talked to him in months.
Well, that's because he passed away not too long ago.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse, I guess.
Ouch.
How'd you know he called me Pyramus?
I'm a friend of his. I found your name and radio frequency in his journal.
So why are you talking to me?
Did Puck, ever ask you to tell him something whenever he read a certain passage from Shakespeare?
Whenever he rattled off this Shakespeare quote, I was supposed to rattle off this stupid saying he gave me. How did you know about that?
Long story. But if I were to rattle off the quote, there's no reason why you can't tell me the stupid saying, right?
Well, come to think of it, he never said the quote had to come from him, so yeah, I guess I could tell you.
Alright. Let's see how well Nancy can speak it.
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night.
How'd you know?
Long story. What did he tell you to say in response?
Wait a minute, I had to write it down. Here, you're gonna love this. A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in a dangerous neighborhood.
A barking dog would do well to hold his tongue in a dangerous neighborhood.
I told you it was stupid.
How long have you known Puck?
I've been talking to him over the radio for a couple of years.
Oh.
He told me he was just this lonely old rich guy who lived by himself and had a bunch of weird hobbies. In a pig's eye.
You didn't believe him?
Rich guys don't own ham radio sets. They own radio stations. In their spare time, they drive fast cars and sail around the world and hobnob with other rich
Dude,
guys.
that's so
They don't
stereotypical.
shoot the breeze with working stiffs like me.
But
Look, if it made the guy happy to tell me he was rich, fine. No skin off my nose. But he didn't fool me. No siree. Not for a second. Anyways, the missus is calling, which means I gotta skedaddle. Over and out.
Poor guy. Alright, flute next. Flip this to 5. Flip this to 2.
is anyone out there? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
This is Flute, but you sure don't sound like Puck, so explain yourself.
My name's Nancy Drew.
So where's Puck?
Well, I'm pretty sure Puck's real name was Josiah Crowley, and I hate to say it, but he passed away earlier this year.
Ah, that's a shame. Heck, I never got to give him his sentence.
What sentence is that?
Well, see, a while back, Puck dictated a sentence to me and told me that if and when he recited a certain passage from Shakespeare, I was to respond with that sentence. Weird fellow, that Puck.
If I tell you the passage, will you tell me the sentence?
Well, yeah, sure, I guess. especially seeing as Puck's no longer with us.
Well, he was Flute. She was...
Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
That's it. Here, let me check my logbook for the response. Now I'm supposed to say, leave by road when the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about.
Leave by road when the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about?
Those were Puck's exact words. Well, hope I've been of some help. Over and out.
I actually want to contact him again, because I remember a conversation that we had before in one of my other plays, and that was not it. Aw, seriously? So I did have to contact them before getting the notebook, or before getting the Shakespeare book. Gosh dang it. Sorry guys. I messed it up.
Thisbe, are you there? Hello?
I'm Thisbe, but only Puck calls me that. Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm afraid I have some bad news about Puck.
Oh dear, they closed the play he was starring in, didn't they? That's why I haven't heard from him. He's too far down in the dumps. Oh, I was afraid it was something like that.
Actually, you haven't heard from him because he passed away several months ago.
Oh my, that's worse, isn't it? And after all that rigmarole he went through, making sure I knew my line and understood my cue?
Your cue?
Yes, you see, Puck, or whatever his real name is, or was, Puck wanted to share his love of acting with me, so he gave me a line to say, a very curious line I might add, and told me to repeat it only after I heard my cue, a passage written by Mr. William Shakespeare.
So if I cue you with a passage, you'll respond with the line he gave you to say?
Immediately. I know it by heart, you see.
Here goes. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear.
La la la.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
The authorities are alert for bad water, so do not go this way.
That's what I was to say, although my delivery was much better when Puck was coaching me. And now, as Puck was fond of saying, I bid you adieu. Over and out.
Well, that's a shame, guys. Alright, well, I guess, because I really want to show you guys those conversations I've had before. So I guess when I finish this game, I'll go back and play it again. That way I can get footage of those conversations. Because, oh my gosh, these people are so... Except for Thisbe, these two guys are so judgmental. Well, actually, no, scratch that. Pyramus is judgmental and judges by stereotypes. Flute, not so much as a care in the world, even though he kind of, you know, he's an okay guy. I actually kind of like him. Thisbe, she is so downhearted. She is so nice. My gosh, people. Okay.
Yeah, whenever he rattled off this stupid Shakespeare quote, I was supposed to rattle off this stupid saying he had me write down. How did you know about that?
Because he had other people do that too. Just out of curiosity, what was the stupid saying you were supposed to rattle off?
Can't tell you. Gotta hear the Shakespeare first.
Could you tell me the sentence?
Oh no, Puck made me promise. I can only say the sentence after I hear the passage from Shakespeare.
Is the passage from one of his plays?
Darned if I know.
What if I figured out the passage? Would you tell me the sentence then?
I suppose I could do that, yes.
Is Flute your real name?
No, it's just what Puck insisted on calling me.
Did you know Puck very well?
I felt like I did. Met him over the radio a couple of years ago. What a character. What'd you say his real name was?
Josiah Crowley.
Strange. I never heard of him.
Why is that strange?
He led me to believe he was this big cheese out in Hollywood. You know, some famous producer, director or something. Said he owned his own studio.
He didn't own a studio, and he certainly didn't live in Hollywood.
I'll be darned. So he was just lying to me. Well, that's all right. I may have told him a fib or three over the years myself. Like the time I told him I was a scratch golfer. I don't even know what that means. In any case, you tell me the passage, I'll tell you the sentence. Until then, over and out.
And after all that rigmarole he went through, making sure I knew my line and understood my cue?
So he gave you a line to say and told you to repeat it only after you heard your cue, which was a passage from Shakespeare.
Why, that's exactly what he did. He did the same thing with you, didn't he? How he enjoyed spreading his love of acting. He called himself the Johnny Appleseed of theater.
Yes, well, could you tell me the line he gave you to say?
I'd be delighted to.
Thisbe, are you there?
I'm waiting for my cue.
But I don't know what that is.
Puck was adamant that I not say my line unless and until I hear my cue. Sorry.
Thisbe's not your real name, is it?
No, it's what Puck called me. My real name is dull as dishwater, just like my life. Mildred. Puck was such a breath of fresh air.
His real name was...
I don't want to know.
So Puck told you he was an actor?
He told me that acting was his life, and that he'd gotten rich and famous doing it. No matter who he was to the rest of the world, that's what he was to me, and that's how I want to remember him.
When I think I know what your cue from Shakespeare is, I'll contact you again, okay?
Suit yourself. Over and out.
So, I'm actually really curious about this puzzle, and we won't be able to solve it until we look at the hobo language, because those 3 lines that we got, we have to put them with... And what's really interesting is that machine does not show the bottom cue. It only shows flute, thisbe, and pyramus. So let's find out. Let's go back to the house and... Okay, for a second I thought something was going to happen. I guess it only happens when we finish the... I'm not even going to say it because that's spoiling things. Okay. So here are the 3 cues that we had. And I'm just going to mention the 3 things that are in the language. So, Thisbe is authorities are alerted. Let me use a different pen here. Authorities are alerted. So that's this symbol right here. So a dot, an arch over it, bad water, and that's a box with a dot inside with squigglies underneath it. Dum 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 dum. And do not go this way. This one right here. So it's a circle with an arrow going to the left. Left. There we go. And flute symbols. Leave the road. Where is it? Yeah, hit the road. A circle with 2 arrows going to the right. Where do I write this? This way. Okay. Circle, 2 arrows to the right. Owner, because the owner is in. It's a sideways. What is that? Horseshoe? Sideways horseshoe? Sort of. Because there are thieves about, and that's a division, 2/10. And then there's Pyramus's cue. Barking dog, which is right here. It's a weird little symbol. Boing, 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 boing. Hold your tongue, which is basically keep quiet. That's 2 diamonds. Whoops, that's not a diamond. And because there is a dangerous neighborhood, and that's a box with a dot inside with some sort of antenna. There we go. Got it. Alright. And we also have the bottom cue written down already. The bottom's cue was you are a kind lady. who sparkles like good water, who is which something about the sky's limit. Because you're the sky's limit or something like that. I've already forgotten what the note read. I mean, I can go back upstairs to show you guys, but we are so close to the ending. You can actually go ahead and go back to the previous video and check it out. Oh, and here's the symbol for Kind Lady. You can actually kind of see it in different places, but that house is a particular one where you can find it. That's what's really cool, is because if you're in certain cities or certain neighborhoods, you can actually look on posts, you can look on sides of the houses, you can even look on fences, and you'll probably notice a sign from the hobo language. It's really fascinating how often you can see them. And one of my favorite films is an American Girl film. It was Kit Kittredge, I believe. And in that movie, you actually get to learn much more about hobo languages than you do here. Well, sorry, almost as much as hobo languages. They actually used some really good actors and actresses in that film. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Flute's symbols. Flute's symbols was leave the road because the owner is in, because then there will be thieves about. Thisbe. The authorities are alerted of bad water, so do not go this way. A barking dog will do well to hold his tongue, and a dangerous neighborhood. And then bottom Q is the cat. Good water, sky's the limit. Ooh, what is this? Your goal is to reach the end of the path and to land exactly on the last spot on the board. No going over. Each card can only be used once. You do not need to use all of the cards. To take a shortcut, you must be on a spot with a picture on it, and use the same picture to take the pathway. Good luck. Okay, so I think this is the same as the original, as the Junior Detective. So let me count. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so it would be best if we use the... Oh. Yeah, no, we need to use the clover first. Clover and the diamond. So we need to save the 2 and the 1. Alright. So let's see what we can do. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Haven't used the raindrop yet. Shoot. I can't get this. Alright, so we can't use the 1 then if we're going to use that raindrop. Or we could... Aw, dang it. Okay. So it's going to be this. Don't use this one. Don't use that one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah!
Whoa!
Woo!
A golf ball. No doubt meant to be used on that golf course of Josiah's.
Yep. Take this to Tiny Town, and for oodles of fun, use it there to hit a hole-in-one. Alrighty then. Tiny Town it is. Yay! That was a little difficult. Alright, so we need to get the golf club. We don't need the ball, but that's okay. Go in here. Oh, we're on. We put the Tiny Town. Doop. Yeah. Woohoo!
Another safe deposit box key?
We had to ace the hole. Ace in the hole. Clara Pickford. I knew it.
Emily, please, just sit down. It's all right. It's not all right. Stop lying. Something's wrong with me.
You've got to go talk to Emily. She's in a bad way.
Did you tell her about the secret passageway I found?
I never got the chance. Please, go talk to her. She won't listen to me. I'm no help at all.
Oh, good grief. Of course you're no help. Evil devil woman.
Just go back to River Heights, Nancy.
But I think I know where the real Will is.
It doesn't matter. I can't run the inn anyway. I'm going to have to sell it.
What do you mean?
Don't say that.
I took a nap after I got back from running errands, and when I woke up, this was in my hand. It's one of the necklaces that I thought had been stolen. I have no idea how it got there. I must do things and not remember. All this responsibility on top of losing Mom. I can't cope with it. I'm having what Jane call it, a nervous breakdown.
Was that phrase invented in the 30s? What?
No, you're not.
I don't want to talk anymore. Go home. You're just making things worse.
No, she's not. Jane is. Ooh. This game. Jane actually happens to be one of the worst people in the Nancy Drew gaming history. One of the worst. I think Dwayne Powers might top her. Ah! I'm no good.
I'm glad you stopped by. I need to clear the air about something. I lied before, not just when I said the bank was doing fine when it's really not, but when I said that wasn't my car you saw parked outside the inn today. I parked it there because I didn't want anyone to know that I was at Richard Topham's begging him for money. This bank is in truly dire financial straits, and if anyone finds out...
Mr. Archer, I already knew you were at Richard Topham's today. I saw your name in his calendar.
Oh.
I found another safe deposit box key that belonged to Josiah.
Impossible. Josiah only had one box, and you've already opened it.
Can you tell me whose key this is?
It is one of ours. Where did you get it?
I won it playing golf at Josiah's with a special ball. I had to ace one of the holes.
Why does that sound familiar?
Ha!
I know why. That's what Clara always called me, her ace in the hole.
Yeah.
That's who this key belongs to,
Yes.
Clara Pickford.
So, Clara Pickford was really Josiah Crowley in disguise.
Apparently, he
What?
loved
What's
playing
that
tricks
photo
like
doing
that
there?
on people and hiding things right under their noses. I wonder what
Yep.
this is. Gloria Dowd, now Crandall, and Jane Willoughby, circa 1912.
Jane Willoughby? That doesn't look the least bit like Jane Willoughby.
No, it certainly
Has
doesn't.
to be Marion
I better
Aborn.
get back to the Lilac Inn and have a talk with her right now.
Move out of the way, would you please? I'm kind of in a hurry.
You're not
Oh, we
going
never looked
anywhere
at-
until you tell me who you
Idiot.
really are.
What are you talking about?
I just saw a picture of Jane Willoughby, the real Jane Willoughby.
It's been swell knowing you, sister.
I can't let Jane out of my sight.
We gotta go fast, fast, fast. We gotta chase her. Yeah. One of the reasons of this darn course. One of the reasons why we're able to drive around the city. That's why in one of the later games, when we were able to do this, the driving around the map, made me think that the end of the game was going to involve chasing the thief. But no, I was wrong. Or not thief, but the villain of the game.
I'll bet she's heading for the state line. I know. I'll take a shortcut and head her off.
Yes, we will. Wait, who's that? Oh no! All those pies we just sorted.
Why can't you just mind your own business?
Dear Ned, I know you'll be home from school in a couple of days, but I couldn't wait to tell you. I just solved a mystery. I figured out that Emily Crandall's guardian was really an imposter named Marion, who intercepted the letter Emily wrote to Jane Willoughby after her mom died. She pretended to be Jane not only so she could steal Emily's valuables, but so she could convince Emily that she was incapable of running Lilac Inn, and that she should sell it and split the money with her. On top of all that, I found Josiah Crowley's real will. In it, he left Emily so much money that she'll be able to hire all the
Yay.
people she needs to keep the inn going. He left Jim Archer a ton of money too, which means he won't have to close
Yay.
his bank. And from now on, he'll be able to buy his wife a new dress anytime he wants. As for Richard Topham, Josiah left him nothing. Although Topham still refuses to admit that he forged the first will and insists that he's going to contest the will I found. Dad says it's highly doubtful he'll succeed, and that he'd be better off sticking to spoon tricks. Anyway, when you get home, I'll give you all the details over a nice big piece of slightly damaged cherry pie. Wait till you hear that part of the story. As always, Nancy.
What's really funny is, sorry, hey sassy detective, congratulations on cracking the case. You've been awarded the title of Ace in the Hole for your obvious enthusiasm for miniature golf. Yeah! Alright, so before I get to the trailer, I just want to mention that a bit of a trivia actually. And there's actually a kind of a movie series that's set in the 60s, that was made in the 60s, sorry, for Nancy Drew. I actually have the disc set of it, and I love watching it. I can't remember which one it was, but one of those Nancy Drew movies. No, it was based on The Hidden Staircase, which I think is pretty interesting because in that particular movie, you can actually see Ned, or what they actually changed his name to Ted, I think, and. Oh my gosh, people, there's so much trivia about that movie series that I just want to tell you guys about. There's not enough time for it though.
Great news, I think. See, Frank and Joe Hardy have invited me to help them solve a mystery. Only this mystery takes place on a train. But not just any train. A train that was found abandoned years ago in the middle of nowhere. All of its passengers had simply vanished. Some people say the train is jinxed. Others say it's haunted. I mean, it'll be fun to finally get to work alongside the Hardy Boys, but I just hope the trip we're going on doesn't turn out to be, you know, one way.
more ways than one. Hurley's Comet. That's what it's called? Good thing I'm already playing that for you guys, huh? Alright, so that is it, everyone. I'm actually considering putting this all in one video rather than two, because I need to stop doing the 2 videos in for one day, because that is just way too much stress. I don't know how part-time YouTubers do that. Have 2 YouTube videos up every day and still do their day job. It's way too much stress for me and I can't do it. So this is where I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna stick with 1 game, 1 video per day. Doing 2 videos is just too stressful for me. And I am actually applying for different jobs just because I can't handle the job that I have now. So let's hope that the place that I'm applying at will accept me, will hire me. So looking forward to it because I would actually do a really good job at this place. I'm actually looking forward to it. I really hope they do hire me, because if not, I don't know what else to look for. That's not true. I can look in the papers, I can look on the internet. Oh my gosh, okay. Anyways, I'm actually curious of who does the voice of who was it? Bridget's theme! Yeah, see, I knew they brought that in there. But special thanks to all the great instrumentalists who played on these sessions. Really? Cool. Dennis Regan, Sarah Papineau. Yeah, I figured that they brought her in. Richard Topham and other voices. Mrs. O'Shea and other voices. Miss Schakowsky and other voices. Mr. Phelps and other voices. Jonah Von Spreeken! Alyssa Murray and Patty Pomplin. They actually did use a cat! That's awesome! Okay, alright, so unfortunately, because the special things are already rolling, I have to go ahead and bid you all adieu, because that's usually the end of the credits. So I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube!